Hey everybody, welcome to the Valentine's Day 2022 Profits webinar. Just give me, real quick, give me one in the chat box if you can hear me and see my screen. Okay, everybody good? See some familiar faces, that's awesome. Good. And let me know if the audio goes out. And number two, where you're located. Let me know. Type in your location. I'm in London. It is -8, I think, right now outside. So it's super cold, super chilly. And we actually have snow on the ground, although we had a green Christmas, so it's kind of weird. So we've got California, nice. Rock Hill, South Carolina. Israel, that's far. Venezuela, that's far. Phoenix, Arizona, nice. Estonia, nice. Estonia. Columbus, Ohio, just under freezing. Southeast Minnesota, supposed to nearly up to freezing today, nice. Yeah, Estonia, right on. Holy cow. Estonia, Slovenia, New York, Slovenia, Philadelphia. So we got worldwide. Except we don't have my Canadians on here. Where's my Canadians? I know you're here. Some of you. Anyway, all right, let's dive in. I got a ton of ground to cover, and I'm very excited about this. I hope everybody had a great New Year's, great Christmas. We did. It was wonderful. I went to bed kind of really late on New Year's, about 6 o'clock in the morning, but that's okay. Anyway, again, thanks for coming on. I got a lot of stuff to show you. So what are we going to cover? We're going to cover three things. Number one, why TikTok ads. So this is the paid traffic source that we're going to be using. I'm also going to be kind of expanding into free traffic too later, but I'll show you a bit of that later on. Number two, 5 steps to profitable campaigns. This is a system that I use, and I'll teach it to you kind of right now on this webinar. And number three is how to speed up the learning curve. You can do it alone if you wanted to, but why would people do that? So who's this for? Basically the following people. If you're a Shine On message card seller or anyone who is just sick of Facebook ads and their crap, this is for you. This is for Facebook's been banning people left, right, and center all over the place. It's super annoying. And I'll show you too. I celebrated my 1-year anniversary of being restricted from Facebook ads. So I've moved on to other traffic sources, free and paid. But this is for like positive people, people sick of inconsistent results, and basically people who want to profit from Valentine's Day 2020. So if that's you, then this is 100% for you. I apologize if you hear any banging in the background. I'm in my front office, so there's a lot of background noise going on. So if you can't hear it, I'm sorry about that. It's just that's what you get from working at home. Okay, so who it's not for. Negative people, finger pointers, quitters, bad attitudes, all around unpleasant people. So that's who we are not looking to help at all. But you're here, so I'm sure you fit into the first category, which is the positive people. If you stay until the end, I do have something for you. But before we begin, I do usually like to introduce myself, but this time, nah. If you want to know more, just Google my name or PPC Coach, whichever one. I'm also starting up my own YouTube channel separate from the PPC Coach brand. That's one of the things that I'm doing in the New Year's, just to, I probably should have done that a long time ago, because I found that like I'm an entrepreneur online, and I have a lot of skills beyond just print on demand that I can share with people. So if you want, Google my name, join my other channel too, subscribe to it on YouTube. Anyway, I'm an entrepreneur. I'm father of 5 daughters, husband, and I've been working full-time online for myself since 2007. So most of you know me, but if you don't, enough about me. Let's talk about you. So if this is you, you're the raring to go entrepreneur, you buy a course or group coaching program or a boot camp or some program to help you, you're pumped, you're thinking this is finally it, you devour the training for the first 2 or 3 days, then it gets to the action taking part, and that's where a lot of people just start losing interest. They'll take a stab at it, but then they'll quit, and then binge watching Breaking Bad again is looking better and better. But you're committed, so you make one attempt at selling something, it flops, you don't log into the course or the group coaching or the boot camp or anything again, and it's like, man, don't do that. If that hits close to home, I mean, it's okay if it does, and maybe you're an action taker who gives everything the old college try, and you've seen others succeed, so you do know it's possible, but it just does not seem to click for you. So now what do? Well, you start seeking out free training, and there is a lot out there right now. In fact, I'm going to be adding a lot to the free training world, but you also start seeking out paid training, and most of the paid training programs you'll find out there with the exception of a few, are from my former students. So a lot of them went to work for some companies and started pumping out training. That's fine. That's wonderful. But the problem is you continue to struggle and continue not making any money online, or you end up in a vicious cycle of constantly buying, constantly failing, thinking of giving up, but you don't. So the point is, you'll not give up on your dream, and your dream is your goal, and your goal is what keeps you going. So goals are good. We all have them. So what is yours? I want to know what your goal is. Type it in the chat box right now. Let me know what you want to make per month. I do this all the time, and sometimes I'm surprised by the answers, but usually it's an average that I can see. Let's see. Go, go, go. What do you want to make per month? Anybody? What do we got? Oh, just type it in the chat box. So we've got 5,000, 15,000, always 10,000, 10,000, 5,000. A lot of great numbers in here. Yeah, US, 10K US or more. 25K, 10,000. Okay, so that's what I've seen a lot of is like the $10,000 mark. Some are more, some are less. The last time I ran a webinar, somebody actually said 300,000. I was like, holy crap, I love you. Like, man, that's an awesome goal. Anyway, here's mine. Mine's a little weird, but I show this all the time. People are like, what are you talking about? But I used to be a financial advisor, so keep that in mind. So my goal is I need 3 million in cash to invest at 5% in a corporate bond ladder that pays me 150,000 a year, which is 12,500 per month for the rest of my life, without lifting a finger again, so I can focus on my kids and family daily. That's my goal. I am not there yet, but I'm working on it. And actually, lately, with my kids starting to work now, one of my kids works at a pizza place. She's like, "Hey, Dad, can you buy a franchise so I can run it?" I'm like, no. Like, you need liquid cash for that. That's insane. But anyway, the point is, without a goal, I would struggle to keep going some days too, because some days just straight up stink. Like a campaign flops for no reason. Customer can't log in. I have to deal with software issues. I have competitors copying me left, right, and center. Um, Maybe the design that I thought was going to do really, really well just flopped, absolutely flopped. Maybe the worst of all for us online marketers is Facebook bans you. They're like, it's one of the most frustrating things of all that can happen to you as a print-on-demand marketer. And December 29th, 2021, Facebook restricted my advertising account, and it's not a ban, they said. It's just a restriction on my account. So all my accounts apparently are good, but my profile is restricted. So what I had to do was go a little black hat. So I had to learn how to kind of do the thing I said I would never do, which is go black hat and run ads when I wasn't supposed to run ads. So the point is, I keep going because I have a goal. So that gets me through all this. So why tell you all that stuff? Well, basically, you need something to get you going too. Like bad days are going to happen. Goals give you something to focus on. So you can feel sorry for yourself and wallow in self pity, or you can change anything you want in your life, which is why you're here. Maybe you've tried and failed, and that's why I put together the Valentine's Day 2022 Bootcamp. Valentine's Day is awesome for what we do. In the jewelry world, so many people buy these things as gifts, it's nuts. So think of a husband buying a gift for a wife buying a gift for a husband, boyfriend to girlfriend, girlfriend to boyfriend, fiancés getting each other a nice little necklace with a nice message on it. This is all stuff that we have to put out there into the universe so that people actually do it. And I'll get into more on that later, but let's get into the training now. So today we're going to cover 3 things that are going to help you, and let's dive in. Can't wait. So number 1, why TikTok ads? So I thought Facebook was the only way. I can't believe you got your profile restricted from Facebook. What have you done? How are you surviving? What are you going to do? Well, TikTok ads are the answer. Basically, I'll show you a few reasons. Some of these numbers are insane for why we're going to be using TikTok ads. Here's a couple reasons. It's been downloaded 2 billion times so far. 2 billion. There's what, 7, 8 billion people on the planet. It's the 7th most used social network and growing. And I think 5 of those spots are claimed by Facebook because they own like WhatsApp, Instagram, Facebook Messenger, all that stuff. So a lot of those spots above TikTok on the App Store are owned by Facebook. So 200 countries can use it, but there are some countries that can't. So some people I know have tried to open accounts for TikTok and they find out they can't do it, which stinks. It's the third most searched for term on YouTube, which is bizarre. When I saw that, I was like, "What the heck? What are you talking about?" But apparently, people go on YouTube and search for TikTok. Um, so the owner of TikTok is a company called ByteDance, and they're from China. So there was a little scare back when Trump was president about China stealing your data and they were going to ban TikTok. Well, that didn't happen. They're valued at over $100 billion. That's huge. YouTube Shorts, which is kind of an under a minute version of YouTube videos, gets 3.5 billion views per day. TikTok existed before YouTube invented air quotes shorts. So TikTok has 100 million active USA users alone monthly. That's a lot of people. 89% of Americans recognize it. I know I was watching a basketball game 2 days ago, and TikTok was advertising on the sideline. I'm like, what? Why are you advertising? Like, you're so popular, but it's getting the brand out there, right? The majority is below 30 years old, but here's the thing, that is changing rapidly. So here's an example. I don't know if you guys ever saw this, but there's a user called 420 Dogface 208. Anyway, this dude got on a skateboard and was wheeling down the side of the highway drinking ocean spray cranberry juice. This video got 15 billion views. So he just plugged in, it's an old Fleetwood Mac song that I now play. I actually like it quite a bit. Yeah, I love that video too. It's awesome. It's that ocean spray one. It's so cool. I just saw one today of another guy. He was dressed as a leprechaun, and he was. Oh, I'm sorry if my dog's barked too. He was chugging down a thing of Lucky Charms to mimic this video. You see this one too, the kind of leprechaun on the skateboard eating Lucky Charms, and he runs into somebody. It's kind of a mimic of this one. But the point is this: big companies are noticing. They're noticing TikTok. They're noticing what's happening. They're noticing the new way that people are doing things, and they're putting money into it. So when people put money into something, that's something that we as marketers have to notice too. So just a couple more reasons why we're going to use TikTok. It's the second biggest in-app consumer spending behind only one app, Tinder. So what that means is people are buying stuff. It's also got 63% with the highest click-through rate put their message up front, which means that the first 3 seconds of an ad on TikTok are the most critical. It also means we've got a couple things we can do where we can switch out the first 3 seconds and then use some core content in the rest to give us different variations of ads. It's a neat way to do it. 50% of ads strike an emotional chord. They ran some surveys with users. So knowing that and knowing that we need to strike an emotional chord, if Valentine's Day comes up and we put out a product that is like striking that emotional chord, it's going to be awesome, right? Also, vertical ads have a 25% watch through rate versus horizontal, which makes sense because people are looking at it on their phone. App users do not mind ads that look like TikTok. So if the ad is organic and it, like the guy on the skateboard, right? I don't know if he meant to do that. I don't know if I haven't really researched it much if Ocean Spray like paid him to do that, but that is totally an organic ad that they will use now. I've even seen, the hockey player. I don't know if you guys have TikTok. If you don't have it, go download it. It's not just kids dancing anymore, but there's a hockey player from Canada here, and he built this ramp and he put a basketball net on it, and he jumped off the ramp on his skates and dunked the ball on a lake. It's really interesting. Anyway, the ad that I saw at the NBA game was saying, is it a hockey player uh, dunking a basketball, or is it a basketball player on skates? And that's how TikTok was advertising their app. Anyway, it is not just dancing kids anymore. When my daughters first got it a couple of years ago, I was like, what are you guys doing? They're doing all these twitchy moves, and I would always make fun of them and thought like, that's just ridiculous. And they're like, well, it's musically. It's you dance to the music and then you post it and people comment on it. I'm like, okay. Well, musically turned into TikTok, and now TikTok is what they still use, but now older people are getting on there too because it's not just dancing kids. So I'll go on there and I'll be looking at funny videos from comedians, or I love the renovation stuff, or where guys are building stuff. They'll shoot a short clip. So there are adult males on there. There are adult females on there a lot. And that is who we can market our stuff for. So basically, how awesome is that, right? That's a lot of numbers and stats. I didn't mean to like scramble your brain with that, but I just want you to know that that's why TikTok ads. The basic gist, you need to be on there making offers too. And your offers are your products, and your products that strike an emotional chord, don't look like an ad. They will sell and they'll do very, very well. So I hope you're pumped. Do you see what's possible with TikTok? I mean, there's a ton of traffic. So let's move on to the second part now, which is number 2, and that is the 5 steps to a profitable campaign. So it's a little bit different from Facebook ads in that on Facebook, I mean, you can have an image, you post that, post a little description, put a link, and you're done. Have a button. That's it. TikTok is a bit more involved because we do actually need to have the product in hand. So what I do is I buy the product and I have it sent to me, and then I'll actually use that product over and over, just switching out. In our case with message cards, I'll just print out the message cards, switch it out, and then make a new ad with that. Excuse me. They have a bunch of tools available too to help people do this, but there are 5 steps, and they have to be followed every time you launch a product. So let's have a look. Follow this system, and you're going to profit. So number 1 is research. So I say get on the app, watch the ads, note what is working as far as comments and shares. Just look at the format. Is it somebody talking to themselves? Is it somebody just holding a product with some funky music going on? Are they using the voiceover on the app? Like, what is working? What is getting a lot of likes? What is getting a lot of comments? What is getting a lot of shares? Because that is the format of ad that you want to use. And these ads are short. Like, we're talking under 15 seconds. You don't have much time to get your point across. So you got to do it quick. You can go longer, but I'm finding like the shorter the ad, the better. I think about 10 to 15 seconds is the range that I would be shooting for an ad. So I've got a whole system I use for this, which involves like some raw footage and then using the app and then downloading the video from the app to my computer, then using my computer to upload it to the ads manager, and then I go from there. It works very well. But anyway, you can also use spy tools. There's free and paid. TikTok has their own like spy tool. It's TikTok Creative Center. I think that's the right name. That's off the top of my head, but they do have a spy tool where you can look at ads that are doing very well, and you can sort them by objective, by country, by all this good stuff. It works awesome. So research is key, and when you use the spy tool, when you go on the app and just make some notes, I actually create a Google sheet, and it's just a document where I'll put some screenshots in there, and then I'll just make some notes on like what style of ad is working best, what are they selling, uh, what kind of comments is this getting, what kind of likes, what kind of shares, and that way I know the format that I'm going to be using for my own products when I'm selling them. So number 2 is message card design. So you've got some ideas, for format. We all know, well, a lot of us know how to come up with these quotes, how to get the designs. So now you need to create the design, and that means using programs. If you want to do it on your own, you can use Canva, you can use Photopea, which is a free version of Photoshop, or you can outsource this using Fiverr, using Upwork, going on 99 Designs. You can just post and hire designers. There's Facebook groups now that are full of designers that will make these designs for you. And a message card has a couple elements. It's a box, it's a message card, it's a necklace. That's the 3 elements. The element that you control is the design on the message card, and the other element is the quote. So you can control that too. So I also have a template club where I put these out monthly to members, and they can edit them. So the key is get the source files so that you can reuse designs and you switch out quotes. One of the issues that I've always seen in coaching people is they think that every single test product they put out there, they have to simply have a brand new design and it has to be unique every time, but that's not the case. You could have one design and you could be switching out the quote and the message and even the niche on that card multiple times, and it'll work very well. So there's nothing wrong with that. Number 3, we got to upload it somewhere so we can sell it, right? So there's 2 options for this. You can use Shineout's platform, or you can create a Shopify store. So if you create an account on their platform, it means you have to be setting up Google Tag Manager for tracking. You upload the product. If you create a store, setup is a little bit more daunting because you have to create the whole Shopify store. You own all the assets. This is a good option because you do own all the assets, but it's a bad option because you have to do the customer service now, which is not fun at all when you have your own Shopify store. Believe me, I know, a lot of you know too. And number four, the fourth step is you have to be testing. So we're going to be testing with TikTok ads. You're going to use their app to create TikToks, not ads. So they're going to be short and sweet, to the point. There's a whole easy way to do this. You're going to run some test campaigns. You're going to use automated rules. Yes, they do have automated rules, which is awesome. That means you can set up the campaign and you can forget about it. So I have rules that say, if the click-through rate is below 1% and the conversion and there's 0 conversions, then turn the ad off, and I'll run that twice a day. So that allows me to get rid of any ads that aren't working. I also have another rule that says if it doesn't have a sale after like $20, $30 spent, shut it off. And that saves me money in testing, because the winners, they pop up right away. The automated rules just cut all the other stuff that is not working right away. So you do need to be using automated rules to find the winners. And then finally, scaling. So once you have a winner, you're going to want to scale it. And this is where I found, when I was first learning TikTok ads, I went on YouTube and I'm like, okay, I've run some campaigns. I think I started in 2019 on TikTok. And I've run campaigns, and I've always found that TikTok or YouTube guys that are teaching TikTok, first they have like a super clickbait title to get you in there, like 26,000 in 24 hours, and then you get in there and there's no mention of that at all, and it's just them regurgitating whatever they saw from another guy who was doing TikTok ads. Anyway, what they do is two phases usually. They'll run one method for testing, and then they'll switch the method to something else for scaling. And I used to be guilty of that with Facebook ads too. I'd have like my testing method, and then I have my scaling method, and then I'm like, well, hang on, I don't get that, because if your method is working to test and you're getting sales profitably, why are you now switching to something else? Keep doing the same thing. Keep using the same method. Just do more of it. So if you have one campaign running at like $50 a day, then do like 3 or 4 or 5 campaigns at $50 a day using the same method. Like why do we think that scaling somehow involves some different whole set of methods when it doesn't? I think we complicate this a lot and we shouldn't. So for me now, scaling is very simple. When I find my winner, I just do more of what's working. That's it. Do more. So that could be a new campaign with a higher budget. That could be a new campaign with the same budget, but I'm not going to change my methods at all. So that is my system in a nutshell. Sound good so far? I think it is. So let's move on to the third thing, which is pretty vital, and that is how to speed up your learning curve. So there's no need to do this alone anymore. I hope you're getting excited, because TikTok ads, Valentine's Day, shine on message cards, man, this is going to be awesome. But you might have a few questions still on where to begin. Well, buckle up because this is about to get even better. So, what if you didn't have to test to find winners? Okay, this is the biggest roadblock out of all the people that I've taught over the years. I'm like, you got to test. And they're like, well, I did test. I'm like, how many did you test? They're like, I tested 3 things. Nothing worked. I spent like $150 on ads. I quit. You suck. You don't know what you're doing. This program sucks. You're an idiot. Blah, blah. I'm like, holy cow. Like, they literally have no idea, even though I've told them, you got to test. You're going to lose money initially, because some of your products are not going to work. That's just the way it goes. Like, there's no two ways about it. For me, I think it was a 28% success rate. So 1 in 3 would actually be worth pursuing further. And it's just because testing is so hard for people, because they can't wrap their head around doing all that work to create the design, create the campaigns, test them out, and then they flop. And then the person feels so defeated that they just quit. So it's like, what if you didn't have to test anymore? Like, holy cow. Like, what if I just let you sell mine? So I've sold over 7 figures in jewelry over the years, well over, getting up 1.5 now. And so I figured, I ran a boot camp for Christmas too, and we were selling a home decor product, but that's something that it does still work. We are getting sales, but this is something that I have a ton of experience in this. So I know what works and I know what doesn't. I know when to test. I know how to test. I know how to find winners. I know how to scale winners. So I'm like, what if I just help somebody out and say, here, just sell this. Just do this. Like, this will work for you. Like, Holy cow, right? So that's what I'm offering you. And holy cow is right. Excuse me. But let's finish this off and then I'll get to my offer. I'll explain it all to you. So the reality check is that this is not a simple thing we're talking about. There's a lot of moving parts and it can be super complicated to figure out. There's a lot of testing. There's a lot of trials and tribulations. There's a lot of down days. There's a lot of losing money up front. There's a lot of, can I do this? There's a lot of like, can I even get through this? You do need a couple things before you even start. You know, you need products, you need somewhere to sell them, you need ideas, you need accountability, you need guidance, you need motivation, you need a group of like-minded people. You need to never give up attitude. That's key. So how do you do this? Well, you basically got two options. You can take the easy way or you can take the hard way. I don't know why, but even me, sometimes I'll take the hard way and I'll just be like, meh, I'll just go for it on my own. Well, that is possible, but when you take the hard way, you usually go to YouTube and you'll search for like how to sell shine on message cards with TikTok ads. And now you might get some videos now because some guys are catching on to that. There's a lot of coaches and consultants and course creators out there that used to focus 100% on Facebook ads and Shopify and drop shipping. And recently they came over to the print on demand world. So they're pretending like it's this whole new business model. And it's like, nah, we've been doing this for years. Anyway, you're going to get the following. You'll get different opinions, different styles, outdated methods, shifty people who just kind of jump from, drop shipping is dead. So now I'm going to go do this. And it's like, do you even do this, bud? I don't think you do, but you're going to teach people? Okay. You're going to get tons of ways. And then you'll go and try each one on your own. And now you've got something. So you don't have the solution, but it is something, and it's called information overload. So you have so many questions that you don't know where to start, which typically leads to overthinking and overanalyzing. So you do nothing and you go right back to square one, and that route absolutely stinks. I've done it myself. I overthink all the time, even with this very presentation you're looking at. I overthought it. Talked to the wife a couple times. She's like, just do it, dummy. I was like, okay. So instead, take the easy route. Like, learn from someone who is an experienced expert. Partner with me. Let me handle the hardest parts. And I did this for the Christmas thing with the home decor signs. Now I'm doing it with Shine On and message cards. And I think it's going to work even better. So learning and partnering will allow you to hit your goal faster. So let's go back to 2005 for a second so I can show you what I did. I took the easy way. I found a mentor and a coach. So I was working at TD Ameritrade, took the night shift so I could search the internet, found a mentor. He taught me all about my first business, which was generating secured loan leads online, selling them to banks in the UK. Without him, I'd still be at my 9-to-5 job. So if you want to lose weight, you find someone to teach you how. If you want to learn scuba dive, find someone to teach you how. And I've told this story too about breathing. Some of you have heard it, but first time I went down, the guy's like, okay, when you put this on and go down with me, you get to the bottom, breathe. I'm like, what are you talking about? Of course I'm going to breathe. He's like, no, you won't, because your whole life, when you go swimming, you hold your breath underwater because you know if you inhale, you're going to take in a whole lung full of water and you're going to drown and die. He goes, so your mind is going to be confused and it's not going to breathe. And I don't want to be dragging your ass up from the bottom of the lake. So breathe when you're down there. I was like, wow, he's right. I would have held my breath my first time down because when you go down the first time, it's like, oh, this is awesome. And then you forget to breathe. So if he didn't say anything, I'd be screwed. Probably wouldn't be here right now. Anyway, if you want to learn to fly a plane, how do you do that? You find someone to teach you how. In fact, you can't fly a plane without finding someone to teach you how because you're going to put your life and the life of others in danger if you do. This is no different. So you want to find someone to teach you how and partner with you at the same time. This is a style that I'm adopting that I think is the best way for people to make money. So I've seen success with this already. This is unique, teaching and partnering together. And it's a group of people who are going through it all with you too. So that brings me to the offer. At the beginning, I mentioned the bootcamp, the Valentine's Day 2022 bootcamp, and that's what my offer is. It's a way to skip a lot of the roadblocks and to get profitable. But first, let me ask you a question. Are you enjoying it so far? So I hope you're nodding your head yes. I hope you're curious as to what exactly this entails. Do you think this might be the missing piece that you've been looking for? I know a lot of you have been in my groups and testing and trying really hard, but maybe things aren't clicking with, message cards and you're like, what am I missing? And typically it's the design. We just got to put enough out there that work. And when you have a guy who sold a lot, he can take his previous winners and he can kind of hand them to you and let you sell them and make some money off that, I think that's a great thing. So that will avoid a lot of headaches, a lot of stress, and a lot of heartache that you don't need to go for. So far we've covered like why TikTok ads. That's going to be a big part of this. 5 steps to a profitable campaign and how to speed up the learning curve. So my question is, do you want to do it with me? That's a weird question. Do the bootcamp with me. Introducing the Valentine's Day 2022 bootcamp. The info and the methods that I've shown today only scratch the surface, not even a dent, to be honest. So this bootcamp, it's not a challenge, is all about teaching you kind of how to build a store, even though I have one already. I can show you how to build it if you want to build your own, showing you the exact products, allowing you to partner with me and other bootcamp members on the store, letting me handle all the customer service. And I'm going to teach you not only paid traffic, but I'm going to teach you free traffic too, because I know a lot of you, your budget might be a little bit tight, and I want to get you to that $10,000 a month mark quickly, although it will take a little bit of time to get there. We want to just jump on these holidays in order to accelerate that. So what is it? It's training, partnering with me on a Shopify store that I already have. It's already built. We're going to sell Shine On message cards that I create and you sell. So that's how you partner with me. This is a little bit different from my last bootcamp where I didn't create the products. The products were already created by another supplier. This one, it's me creating the products. So you're going to see how I do it. You're going to see the products. You're going to be able to sell the products. And it's kind of like, I don't know, I don't want to say like playing basketball with LeBron James, but you could. You could be playing one-on-one with him or on his team, put it that way. That's what this is. So if it sounds pretty sweet, it's because it is. This is a new style of teaching that I'm using. This is round 2 for me, and I really like it. So what you get is this. You get 4 live training sessions over the shoulder. You learn than you do in a group coaching format. You partner with me and other members on a store. That means you're going to be selling the products that I'm putting on the store. So I have a whole way to track it, but it is a full training, step by step in detail. It's a partnership with real tracking for you to make sure every sale you get is paid and tracked properly. And that's just the training. So I've got a couple bonuses for you too. Bonus number 1 is the ongoing support. So you don't have to go this alone. You don't have to fly solo anymore. And if you've ever tried talking to your spouse or partner or friends or family about online stuff and they're like, oh, wait, what? What are you talking about? Like, people ask me, what do you do for a living? I'm like, oh, here we go. So I'm like, I'm a drug dealer. And they laugh and they're like, haha, no, seriously, what do you do? I'm like, I work online. They're like, oh, okay. Like they have no clue what that means. I don't know how to explain it anymore. I'm like, I'm an online. So now I'm like an online marketer. That's what I tell them. They're like, they still have no clue what I'm talking about. So it's just nice. People try, but every time you start talking about your business, they don't get it. We get it because we are a group of people who speak your language. Anyway, that's what bonus number 1 is. It's a dedicated private Facebook group for support and coaching along the way. So what you get is the private dedicated Facebook group, and it's members only. It's right on Facebook. It's available 24/7. You get support, network with others. People are in your shoes, people who will help you out, led by me. All right. It is as valuable as the training itself. So you get training, support, and you become a partner. Does that sound pretty cool? Haven't really seen this one before. Well, unless you're in the Christmas one, but this is Valentine's Day. Whole different story, new products, uh, just something that I've been wanting to do for a long time, and I'm super excited about this one. This is going to be great. So what you're going to get is the 4 live training webinars, training sessions, kind of like this, except super detailed. You're going to be watching over the shoulder. The dedicated support group, and then partnering with me on the store. So the total value is about $17,991. But that's not all. I've got like one more bonus, and that is another product that you're going to be able to sell because the store is existing and there is already home decor products on there. It's already built. The tracking system's in place. The system's been tested. There are people getting sales already. I'm getting sales on it already, so I know it works. I know it tracks. I know everything functions correctly. So as a bonus, you guys can sell those as well. You just won't be getting the same rate that the original group got on a commission. Okay, so the commission rate has changed for this bootcamp, mainly because the message cards don't have as much of a profit margin as the home decor sites, but you can sell them. You can sell them too. So there's about a $19.97 value. It's unbelievable, the value. Training support, partnering with me on 2 products. So message cards is going to be the prime thing. but home decor signs, which is those personalized metal signs, that's number 2. Okay. You don't have to create any products. That's the whole key. Like, it's all there for you. You can focus on selling and marketing and learning that skill instead of learning all the other technical side, like a platform side or anything else that you don't really need to. So it's awesome. Anyway, I know there are a couple members on here too, and I'll cover your questions in a second. So you get it all: training, support, partnering with me. I should charge like 30 grand for this, honestly, but I'm not charging that much. So I had a choice to make. I could sell this bootcamp partnership for cheap so everyone could get it. Or the second option is charge more, limited to fewer people, allowing me to give those people much more attention, which is what I did. I went with option 2 because I know this is not for everyone. I know, like, Christmas just happened. I know in Ontario we're going back into a lockdown, which sucks. They're closing up everything, which is awful, but we work online. So it's actually a good thing for us because people are home. They're going to be home, kids are home. And when people are home, they go on their phones. And when they go on their phones, guess where they're going to go? TikTok. And guess what they're going to do? See our ads. And guess what they're going to do? They're going to go, oh shit, Valentine's Day is coming up. I got to buy a gift. Oh man, what? That is awesome. I'm going to do that. So they're going to buy our message cards. Shine On's going to ship them. And the thing I really, really like about Shine On is they ship fast. Like, I noticed with my home decor supplier, they have to, like, literally take a piece of steel, cut it. Well, they have to take the steel, they have to create the design. Every design's unique because they're personalized. They have to cut it, they have to grind it, they have to what's it called? Not paint it. Oh crap. The name escapes me. The covering, the coating. Oh, I'm such an idiot. You know how they coat it with the plastic type stuff? I'm losing my mind. My freaking brother-in-law does it too. Anyway, they got to paint it. We'll call it paint it, and then they got to pack it and ship it, and that takes like 3 or 4 weeks. Shine-On's like, I don't know, 4 days, 3 days in the U.S. to get that product in the person's hand. Like, it's just awesome. So that makes happy customers, and it makes my job as the guy doing the customer service a lot easier too. Powder coating, that's it. Thank you. Yep, powder coating. Anyway, this is a good deal, even at that obscene price. But I did price this a lot lower at $2,997. But because you showed up here on the webinar, I'm offering it for $19.97. This is what I offered the Christmas one for too. If you are in the Christmas one and you want to get into this one, email me, ppccoach@gmail.com. Okay, don't buy it at $19.97. But if you weren't in the Christmas one, that's what it is. So if you want to join, go there, ppc-coach.com/go. I've got some questions I'm going to cover from you, and I've got some questions already, some common ones. Okay, so if you're in, the link is at the bottom right of the screen. I'm going to leave it there. I hope it works. Make sure you put HTTPS ppc-coach.com/go. That will send you to the order page where you sign up. When you sign up and pay, it'll take you to a thank you page with the instructions on how to join the group. And then the training schedule, I'm going to show you in a second as well. And everything is basically all set up and ready to go. So the first question people ask is like, what's the guarantee? Am I going to make money? Well, it's simple. I stand by this 100%. If you do nothing, you're going to get nothing, and nothing in your life is going to change. If your first question that comes to mind when you see that price is, what's the refund policy? Then please don't buy. We're not a good fit. Your mindset's not right. If you take action, follow this, you're going to succeed. Okay, especially with message cards, because this is my wheelhouse. This is my bread and butter. This is what I've done forever and ever. So what I'm saying is, if you want to speed up the learning curve, then do it. So if all this did was teach how to sell these message cards and home decor products on a store, would it be worth it? If all it did was allow you to partner with me and you don't have to come up with the products, would that be worth it? I mean, if you have a good product and you want me to put it on the store, I'm happy to, but I'm going to be loading up the store with message cards that I think will sell. And if all it did was give you support via the group, would that be worth it? And all if it just, saved you thousands of dollars trying to figure this out on your own, would that be worth it? I think so. I think the answer is yes to all those. So if you want to hit like that 10 grand mark on average per month that you guys were saying, you got two basic options. Number one, go to YouTube or Facebook groups, search for this. And when you go to Facebook groups, you'll get a lot of guys who used to be drop shipping coaches. Now they're print on demand experts that will try and sell you big programs. Yeah, some of them work, some of them don't. Nobody does this though. What I'm doing right now, nobody does this. This is me leading the pack, being the pioneer as usual. Anyway, you'll find tons of conflicting info. You're going to get confused. You're going to get overloaded. You're going to overthink it. That's been my theme for 2022 so far. Second guess yourself, waste time, waste energy, and struggle. Don't do that. Option two is let me show you, support you, and allow you to sell my stuff. So sell my message cards. I've sold a ton of these. Sell my home decor products. Learn TikTok ads, scale winners, save time, make money, be happy. I should have even added in there, learn some free traffic stuff too. So which option do you prefer? I believe it's a no-brainer. Is 1997 a lot of money? No, honestly, not for what you're getting. It's not. So what are you really buying? You're buying the most unique program ever from me. Okay, this is a style that I really like because I'm partnering with you. I've eliminated roadblocks to get you making money faster than ever. I'll do all the heavy lifting. You sell, you focus on selling, and you get paid. That's how this is going to work. It's a new way for you to get up and running by partnering with me on a store. So you can do this. You can do it alone. I mean, I did, but I wish someone could have showed me. So when you buy time and help, you basically get there faster. So that's all you're doing is you're buying time and help. And we've got a limited time on this planet. Unfortunately, my oldest told me, which really kind of downer, but her friend has a dad who's 48, and New Year's Eve, the dude went in the hospital in the morning because he was having heart troubles, and he died. And I'm like, holy shit, I'm 46. I'm like, we're all on here for such a limited amount of time. We have to take hold of every moment and make the most of it. So don't let things pass you by. Don't think I'll do that later. Do it today. Like I don't have heart troubles, like knock on wood, but when she told me that, I'm like, that's hitting way too close to home. I don't like that. Anyway, you can also increase the odds of making this work for you. So who am I to teach you? Well, just an experienced expert with a lot of success so far, selling jewelry online, like over 7 figures. So documented too. If you have any questions, fire me an email. If you are a member of the previous Christmas bootcamp, fire me an email first, please. What's the difference between now and later? Well, you might be struggling now, but later you won't be anymore. This is a limited time offer. It won't be available forever. Don't wait. You might miss the bus if you do. So now some common questions that I get all the time. How is it delivered? Well, the instructions are in the group. Support is on the dedicated Facebook group. There's 4 live trainings on GoToWebinar. Replays are posted in the group, and I post them on a public place too. I'm not going to say because people are trying to find those pretty badly. But anyway, you'll find the replays very easily. Support is available 24/7. And what I mean by that is if you post, I'll get to you as soon as I can. If I'm sleeping, obviously I'm not going to get to you, right? But when are the live sessions? So I used to stretch this over a 4-week period, but I've condensed it to a 2-week period because Valentine's Day is coming up pretty quick. So it's February 14th, right? So I want to make sure that we get this all in. So I've set it up to 2 training sessions per week instead of 1. This will accelerate this even faster for you guys to get you up and running. Plus, I've already got the store already exists. It's already there. The home decor products are already on it. I'm going to be uploading the message cards to it. The tracking system is in place. All we have to do is get you on the tracking system, get the products uploaded, and then we can go. And then we can focus on, yes, I'll show you like how I do the products so you can do it on your own. But the bulk of the training is going to be free traffic and paid traffic. And the paid traffic is going to be TikTok ads. The free traffic is going to be using social media to sell us stuff for free. So Tuesday, we've got one at 11, Friday at 11, Tuesday 11, Friday 11. What if you can't make one? No sweat. The replays will be posted, available to view, I should say, anytime. When can you start? Right now. You get instant access to the group. The first live training is next Tuesday, but get in the group instantly so you can start networking. I'm going to be posting some stuff in there too so you can see the store because it's already up there. Do you need a store? No, I have one. Although you could build your own if you wanted, but you'll be sending free and/or paid traffic to it. If you want to send paid traffic to the store using things like Google or Facebook ads, then you're going to need a landing page in between your actual ad account and the store, because Facebook forces you to claim a domain, like verified domain, and Google won't allow you to what's called double serve. So you need a landing page in between. I can help you with that if you want. TikTok apparently doesn't care at this point, so we're good to go for that. Do I have to do customer service? No, I'll be doing that for the store, and y'all know how much I do not enjoy doing that. I've even had people in my boot camps who are like contacting customer service on the store if they bought something, or they send a sale through their affiliate link, and they're like, when's it gonna sell, and or I haven't got a tracking number yet, or something like that, and I'm like, dude, you're like in the boot camp. What are you doing? You know it's me. Like, I'm just waiting on the supplier for the tracking number. And anyway, and that's somebody who's in the boot camp and knows the business. So I'm already dealing with customer service on the other store. And yeah, I hate it, but I should probably outsource that. Anyway, how will I get paid? Well, you're going to use a unique tracking link to send traffic to the store, and it can go to the main page, or it can go to any product on the store individually. I'll be training you on how to actually use that. When you get a sale, you get paid. The payments go out initially like on the 1st and 15th of the month, and then with volume sellers I can increase that, but basically I've got to make sure that everything's working properly and that we establish a relationship too, because I can't just be giving strangers, a lot of you I know, but I can't be giving strangers like instant payouts, because that leaves me on the hook just in case something happens. Anyway, you'll be able to see all the stats, 100% transparency for your traffic. You actually get a whole dashboard that you get to log into. It works really, really well. So will this work year round? Yeah, but this training is focused on Valentine's Day, but you can 100% sell this stuff year round. So how long is the offer open? Well, it closes Monday at midnight. First live training is Tuesday at 11 a.m. And once the doors close, they're closed. So don't wait on this. One other thing. Oh yeah, will you show me what to sell? Yes, you're gonna like see the store and all the products. So you can pick any or all products that you want to sell. You'll see all the designs that I do. You'll see me put them up, and you'll actually see how I do it in one of the trainings. So you're gonna, no stone is gonna be left unturned, basically. What's my share? Okay, so you get 50% of the profit margin because we're using my designs, because I'm doing all the work, the heavy lifting side. You get 50%. So what I don't want people to do is take my designs and go list them on their own store. But you can take my design and use it for inspiration, go create your own unique one, then go ahead and use that. But you're not buying rights to the designs. Okay, just to be clear. So because of that, you'll get 50%. So as an example, if I list a message card at $59.95, which is most likely going to be the price, I'm only going to sell the luxury boxes with the LED lights. I think the base cost was about 23 bucks. That leaves $36.95 left over. So the retail price minus the base cost is $36.95 times 50% is $18.47 to you and $18.47 to me. That's it. That's how you're partnering with me, 50-50. So you'll see that reflected in your affiliate account, and it works very, very well. Anyway, will you teach free traffic too? Yes, I'm going to show you how to sell these without paying for ads as well. This was kind of an unplanned last minute addition, but I know a lot of people are terrified of ads, and TikTok is a whole new beast. So I'm like, well, yeah, I'll do that. Now, what if you have more questions? Email me, Skype. Do people even use Skype anymore? I don't know. I haven't even like loaded that in a while. But anyway, Facebook group, go there, ask questions, no problem at all. Did you join yet? Awesome. I'll see you in the group in a minute. We do have people on here already asking some questions. If you're still on the fence, here's a couple testimonials. So here's one from Mandy. Known Will for a few years and have a couple of his courses. You always learn something from him, whether you're at the beginning, intermediate, or advanced stage of your business. He teaches what is working for him now, teaches in a simple and easy to understand way. I was able to implement one of his courses, and within the first lesson made his investment back. Sorry. Oliver, I don't usually make public posts on Facebook, but feel I need to tonight. Well, you could be spending your time making money for yourself instead of creating such great, insightful content. I truly believe you genuinely care and want to help people. You got me started with print on demand back in February, and I'm already seeing great success. I've hit several bumps along the way, but just believe in yourself, and you can do this too, and you will. Take care. And Chris, I've been following Will for nearly 3 years now, and to this day, I still think he's one of the best in the business when it comes to coaching print on demand and Facebook ads. Purchased a couple of his courses in the past, and they've been great. Everything he teaches has been battle tested and proven, so you can trust the strategies that he shares. Definitely follow this guy. You won't regret it. Anyway, if you want more testimonials, you can go there. What happens after you order? You get immediate access to the group. There will be an email that goes out. The server can take 5 to 10 minutes to send it, so please be patient. Check your spam folder too. First live training is Tuesday, January 11th at 11 a.m. Eastern, then Friday, then Tuesday, then Friday. So we're gonna really accelerate this through to get you guys up and running quickly. Thanks for watching. I can't wait to help you succeed. You're buying something unique. You're getting training, support, and partnering with me. I'm not doing this all the time. This is kind of probably going to be a couple times a year that I'll offer something like this. So there won't be another one of these for a while. If you skip this, I'll call you crazy, but we can part as friends. So do not wait on this. This is what you've been searching for, I think. Let's get you profitable. Let's get you to 10,000 a month. Thanks for coming on. I appreciate your time. Go join now if you haven't already. If you hit that link and anything happens, just email me, let me know. I did do a test run of it, and it seemed to work fine. But let's go check the questions now. See if everybody's good. Just bear with me one sec. Okay, so let's go through here. Oh, there's one. Are there payment options? No, I'm not. I apologize, but I'm not going to put any payment options on this because the last time I did, I got burned, and the guy paid once, and I haven't heard back from him again. So I removed him from everything, and I ended up losing quite a bit of money. So I apologize, but I can't offer payment options. So I do have also a forum, if that makes more sense to you. How much do you need for TikTok ads on top of this? Oh, good question. So TikTok ads, when you create a campaign, they say it's like a $50 daily budget minimum, but then you get into the ad group and it's a $20 daily budget minimum. But then you get into automated rules and it can be whatever you want. So you could spend $5 a day on a campaign and have it shut off automatically every day if you really wanted to. So there really is no minimum or maximum. I mean, to thoroughly test out a design, I give it at least $50. But the plan is I'm going to be using a lot of my past winners with the quotes that I have on these message cards to kind of skip that testing phase as much as possible for everybody. Now I can't guarantee that everything that I put on the store is definitely going to work, but I can try my best based on my knowledge. So how much you need? Yeah, if you're going to run with the paid ads, you're going to need, I don't know, a couple $100 anyway to get going. Emailed you good. Maybe Thursday the 6th. Oh, did I say 11? Wait, let me check my calendar. Yeah, no, Tuesday the 11th is the first one. Thursday the 6th is on the group coaching forums. That's a whole different thing. It is TikTok ads in this, but it's different from this program. Okay, let's see. Thank you. Do we get this with the forum? Yeah. Message cards with the words Valentine's Day work best. Yeah, good point. Still confused because the calls are different. Okay, so if you're in the forums, this is different. I know I made a post in there. I gotta delete that. You're going to get a training in the forums over the next 3 weeks on Shine On and message cards. But this is a different program from that because the forums one does not involve the store or my message cards. Okay, so that's the difference between the two. I'll clarify that in the forums for you. Cool. All right. So if there's no more questions, no problem. We will leave it at that. I'll send out the replay too in case you guys want to chew on that for a little bit. But Valentine's Day really is one of the best holidays, especially for jewelry. I would say it's right up there with, or even better than Christmas for jewelry stuff because what do people buy? They buy flowers and jewelry for their loved ones, right? So it's a really good way to do really well on Valentine's Day. So this is just a unique way to do it. If you're in the forums, you're going to get some training too. It's just a little bit different because you won't be getting the store or my designs. Okay, so there's a little bit of difference there. Plus the forums, the doors are closed on those right now. Okay. So I know we have got some forum members in there. If you have any questions, though, post them in the forums or email me. Let me know. Again, thanks for coming on. I do appreciate your time. Go join now if you haven't. And if you do have any questions, just let me know. Thanks everybody for coming on. We will see you all. Oh, hang on. One more question. Oh, so just a question. Do we need to put Valentine's Day on the card to sell well? Oh, no, you don't. You don't. And in fact, you can split test it. Well, I'll split test it and show you. But sometimes when you just put like an I love you type deal with some emotional mushy thing, it works better because you can sell it beyond Valentine's Day. So I'll talk about that too. Okay, so I'm going to close with that. You guys have a great day. If you have any questions, you know how to contact me, and I will see y'all very, very, very soon. Thanks again.